All right, here we are, guys. So Mary and I are en route now to Hickory Flats to scoop up a rider that is needing to get out of the forest, man. So he contacted me earlier today, and he was near. I think he was over by Hawk Mountain somewhere, man. I'm not sure because he had some. The reception wasn't all that good, so it was kind of in and out. But we were able to lock in a spot rendezvous and time. And so Mary just arrived back in town after a 5 a.m. to 7:15 when she pulled in to scoop me, and we are now heading down to the Hickory Flats, which is over by Three Forks. Now you got to go down USFS 58, which is tore up right now. So we're gonna go down in anyways, and I'm gonna maneuver the road because it's pretty nasty down in there. Mary doesn't feel comfortable driving down in there, and I'm an old Maine boy that likes to pit run and hammer down the old dirt road. So I'm gonna go down in and work through the ruts and the mud and the what is it, washed out spots, is it? Yeah, get down there because otherwise we'd be going all the way down to USFS 42 and taking the 6 mile in, which is another 3 miles down to Three Forks. But you don't actually go to Three Forks; you got to turn up another USFS actually, and then go deeper into the forest. So it will take a minute to work our way up in there. But Mary has been. How long you been on road?
455 miles and about 13, 14 hours round trip.
Wow, man, yeah.
That's with a couple stops for gas, restroom, of course, a Dairy Queen stop. But coming up out of Atlanta, going all the way to Davenport, was almost 5 hours.
Okay, and then coming back was pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal coming back. It was right about 4.25 hours. Gatlinburg, each time I went through it, there was a about 26-minute delay because you have all the stoplights. You have a lot of people out there right now because it's Gatlinburg and everybody likes going there, and also being the Friday after Thanksgiving. So I definitely noticed on my way coming back down after Davenport Gap, the amount of people that were starting to just even walk down the sidewalks had probably tripled compared to like 2.5 hours prior on my way out to Davenport. It took me quite a while to get back from Davenport through Gatlinburg. Once I got through Gatlinburg and started making my way up 441 there to go up over Newfound and back down the mountain. That was fine, but Gatlinburg was the big backup.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, awesome, man. So now she's back here, and we're heading down there. It's about it's probably about an hour and 20 minutes to get down into Hickory Flats, maybe an hour and a half. Got to be careful. It's night. The deer are everywhere. Bucks are chasing does right now, man. And so, there's a lot going on down here, man, that you got to be aware of. So we got to take our time and creep our way down in. The hiker actually. So we brought him down to Springer Mountain several days ago, dropped him off, and we picked him up at Byron Reese Trailhead. He had called me, and I believe he was in Dahlonega, and he and I, talked for a little while, and he didn't have all the gear he needed, but he was going to gear up, and, he had called me and was down in Dahlonega and spoken to someone, and they had told him to go get a hammock, man, and dude, it is very cold right now, and if you're not an experienced hammock, user, you're probably going to have some issues in this weather. So I told him to go up to Mountain Crossings and talk to the guys up there, guys and girls, and get geared up with some good gear, because money wasn't an object to this dude. And so he's an older cat, man, and he just wants to hike, and he's experimenting. So anyways, man, he went up to Neil Gap and got some gear, but the problem is he had a sleeping bag, and I can't remember what it was rated for, man, but it was just a cheaper bag, man, and they just don't hold their ratings, and I think he paid under $100 for it. off Amazon somewhere. And it's good for if you're car camping or something to buy something like that. But if you're being serious and you're trying to, spend multiple days out here, man, you can't have just any old gear. You need to go and spend some money and buy something that holds its temp ratings. He's going to be buying some Western mountaineering. He went and purchased a Nemo 10 and some other items, man. They hooked him up well at Mountain Crossings, but he's ready to make that jump and buy the Western mountaineering. And so and those are the best bags out there. And I don't get anything from Western. I buy their stuff. That's all I will buy. And I have many friends that swear by it too. I don't really buy cottage stuff, man. I go with the Westerns for sleeping bags and Big Agnes for tents. It's just the way I go. And that Big Agnes backs their stuff up. So anyways, that all being said, man, he is coming out because his gear, he had some gear, some technical problems, man, and so he's coming out to gear back up. His stuff had froze. He tried to actually dry it out, and it's been wet out here and cold, so he just had a real rough time, man. So we're just gonna go down and get him, bring him back to his vehicle, and hopefully he can, get some more gear and get it right, man. Get it locked in so we can do some hiking. Anyways, more to come, guys. So thanks. Peace. All right, Mary and I are here at
hi. It is cold outside.
At the store, and we are getting some fuel and some snacks before we head down into the forest to grab our hikers. So, what are you grabbing?
I'm not sure yet.
All right, so we definitely need some sugar, man. She has been on the road all day, so I don't know what she's been eating, but I didn't get to eat dinner yet because I thought we were going to eat, and we're going to actually grab something at the store, some processed stuff, some drinks, man, just in case we get stuck down in there, but also because I can't let my blood sugar get too low. All right, guys, more to come. Peace. All right, Mary and I have finally made it to USFS 50A, and we are about to take a left and head on down to Hickory Flats. It's about 4.5 miles down to the turn, and then probably another mile or two up in, maybe 3 miles. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Mary and I are on USFS 50A, and we're not far from Three Forks right now. We have made it pretty much down in here most of the way. It's literally like 4 miles from not from the beginning of the road. It's probably 4.5 from the beginning of the road down to Three Forks, and then we got to go up a little bit more and hang a left, and then we'll shoot up to Hickory Flats. And so this road right here, man, we used to take all the time, but we discovered USFS 42 was a lot shorter, and so we would take this road to go to Springer Mountain, and it was really the long way, and it's a rough road, so we don't take this road much anymore. I remember way back in the day we used to have this little blue Subaru, man. It was this 1997 Legacy, first car we bought out here, man, to do this, and we'd run this road right here, man. That little car got us everywhere. And then a tree dropped on it at 278,000 miles or something, 280,000. We found it down in Atlanta, and it had 121,000 miles on it. It was like granny on, man. Really good condition. So we ended up picking it up and using it for our first vehicle. Here we are again with another suit, man. Of course, it's a later model and better condition, and actually this had not much less miles than the first Subaru, but different years, man. Yeah, so right now we're making our way to Hickory Flats. I think they gate this road off at a certain time of year. I'd have to look that up. What's the scoop on that?
I think I've seen it gated off once or twice. I don't think they gated off all the time, but you know, maybe if something's going on in there where the road conditions aren't good.
Right, right.
You know,
So
like
they don't gate
anything.
it off for winter.
No, I've not seen it gated off every single winter that I've come through here. Of course, you know, not using this road as much, it could be possible. Maybe they do now, and I'm just not aware of it.
Right, right, right. Yeah, so it's just a lot further to get down this road. A lot of people don't start at Three Forks, so it's very seldom that we have Three Forks pickup. Most people go to Hawk Mountain or Springer, either or. Three Forks is kind of that in between, not far enough. So, but there's also no service out here, so people have a hard time and they have to walk to a certain area to get service. And sometimes Springer is a lot closer than walking up the Hawk Mountain or something. You can get service again up near Hickory Flats. It's about another 2 miles up the trail from Three Forks or so. Doublehead Gap Road. We just left USFS 50A and we have the hiker with us, and we're heading back to the Byron Reese Trailhead where his vehicle is parked. So it's about an hour from here to get to Byron, maybe a little bit less, but more to come, guys. It is 9:53, and we are en route. Byron Reese Trailhead, and it is 11:48. I don't remember what time we left that area down there at Hickory Flats, but I think it took us about an hour and 20 minutes to get here. So, all right, we're here. We're going to be dropping off our rider, and then we live 9.9 miles from here, so we'll head to the house and pass out, and then get up in the morning and do it again. Good times, man. Way out of the Byron Reese Trailhead, we just dropped our hiker off. Really awesome dude, and he was super happy to get out of the woods, and now he's heading to Mexico. Well, he'll be heading down to town and regrouping, but he'll be heading out to Mexico for the season and then coming back to do some hiking. All right, Mary and I are heading home now, man. I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. Thank you for watching. One love, peace.